When do you usually go back to your hometown? I usually go back to my hometown in the afternoon. I usually go back to my hometown on holidays, at the beginning of a month, at the end of a month, when I feel homesick. What time do you usually go back to your hometown? I usually go back to my hometown at 8:15 a.m. at 6:45 p.m. What do you usually do after going back to your hometown? Well, after going back to my hometown, I usually visit my grandparents. How far is it from here to your hometown? It's about 10 kilometers. It's about 50 kilometers. It's about 300 kilometers. It's about 130 kilometers. It's about 260 kilometers. How do you usually go back to your hometown? I usually go back to my hometown by bicycle. I usually go back to my hometown by motorbike, by coach, by train, by taxi, by car, by airplane. Why don't you go by coach? Because I get car sick when I go by coach. Because it's faster to go by plane. Why don't you go by car? Because I haven't got a car. Why don't you go by taxi? Because it's too expensive for me. Why don't you go by bus? Because the bus doesn't go to my hometown. Why don't you go by motorbike? Because it's safer to go by bus. Because it's safer to go by coach. Because it's safer to go by train. Why don't you go by train? Because the train doesn't go to my hometown. Why don't you go by bicycle? Because it's too far from here to my hometown.